How's it going, YouTube, and welcome to another D&D PCHS video. We're here with a new campaign, new character introduction. This campaign is called Welcome to Valhalla. We're going to start our character creation entry off after we do a cheers. So cheers, chat.
Cheers. So I'm going to take off the character creation. For you who don't know me, I am the co-CEO of this channel, Hunter High Times, and I am playing Ramon, the level 6 fighter, level 4 warlock Razorback. I have a background of gladiator. I'm neutral evil, always ready to kill and loves to do so, but will try to keep peace, but is mad at it. And I'm mad at it because I have a really low charisma, so sometimes I say the wrong things, you know? Blood can settle it, but words still hurt, so basically, I'm always ready to kill, but words hurt, man. Be careful what you say to me, and that will get to me in a second. My bond is my spikes. I absolutely love my spikes, you know, and we'll describe those in a minute on why I love them, because they're rare. My flaw is very predictable for a razorback turtle. One, because it's a turtle. One, because it's a turtle. And two, because it has razors at its back. If I fall on my back, I don't get up. Well, I get up, but I need help, you know?
Yeah.
Then, about me. I am the tallest turtle known to man on this planet. I size in at 6'4", 350 pounds. And basically, my big sensitive side is people call me oversized.
People call you oversized, that's weird.
So I'm a 6'4", 350 pound razorback turtle with a black and green shell and red razors. Spikes. So my friends call me Razor. So if you know me well enough, you can call me Razor or Razor Ramon. Panda will get that. Some of you chat will. My racial traits are hold breath. I can hold my breath for up to an hour. I have a shell that gives me extra armor. I can retreat to my shell for an hour. I have a razorback that does 1d4 piercing damage if I want to make a reaction. I also have razors on my fists. Also with the warlock, I took warlock, the class of the undying, and pack of the talesman. I get the undying extended spell list. It said all of these were added to my spell list for me, but they weren't, and I couldn't find all of them. So we'll get into the ones I have. I know I have false life and ray of thickness, and blinding and deafening silence. I could not find the 3, 4, or 5 ones.
You can't be pregnant. Maybe we should think about
I have Among the Dead. I learned Sparing Dead cantrip, which I couldn't take, so I think I took another one instead of it. Additionally, I also have an advantage on saving throws against any disease. Additionally, if an undead targets you directly with an attack or harmful spell that is not on an AoE that happens to include you, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw against your spell DC. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or forfeit targeting someone instead of you, potentially wasting an attacker's spell. On a success save, the creature is immune to this effect for 24 hours, and undead is also immune to this effect for 24 hours. I have Pact of the Talesman. Basically, your patron gives you an amulet, and the Talesman that can aid the wearer when the need is great. When the wearer fails an ability check, they can add a d4 to the roll, potentially turning the roll into a success. This benefit can be used for a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and all expended uses are restored when you finish a long rest. If you lose the talisman, you can perform 1 hour of ceremony to receive a replacement from your Patreon. The ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest, and it destroys the previous amulet. The talisman turns to ash when you die.
Jeez.
I have Outerworldly Patreon. That gave me my special feature of the Talisman. I have Pact Magic. Gives me a bunch of spells. Not going to get into it right now. And basically that amulet is basically my arcane focus, you know?
Yeah.
I have an Eldritch Invocation, which we'll get into in a bit.
Yeah.
Done with Fighter, I have Improved Critical 19 or 20. I am 2 weapon fighting style, Second Wind, Action Surge, Extra Attack. I can make 2 attacks plus my Action Surge attack and my contact of my background feature of Contact. I have my feats of Dual Wielder, Lucky, and Savage Attacker. We all know what Dual Wielder does. Lucky, basically, I have 3 points. I can re-roll any failed roll.
Yeah.
With a d20. And I have Savage Attacker. I can re-roll any weapon damage. You know, any melee weapon damage. My Eldritch Enhancement Invocations, or whatever, were Mask of Many Faces. Basically, I can cast Disguise Self at any time, at will. And Devil's Sight. This one's cool. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Nice. That's a good one.
Warlock optional feature was Eldritch Versatility. Whenever you reach a level in this cantrip, it just lets me replace a cantrip or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I have no armor. I have 2 hand axes and 2 long swords. I have Control Flames, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Sparing Dead, and Toll Dead from my cantrips. My first level spells are Disguise Self, Earth Tremor, False Life, Helish's Rebuck, Ray of Sickness. Second levels are Blinding/Deafening, Maximilian's Earth Grasp, Scorching Ray, and Spider's Climb. And my third one was Fade Down.
Nice, nice.
And that is Raymond. Or Ramon.
Ramon.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
It's all good. Alright, well, my name is Boulder. I'm a Minotaur / Artificer, level 5 and 5.
Early pregnancy tests? Well, they don't make late pregnancy
Artificer fighter, you know.
Yep.
How can you be pregnant at your age? I don't know.
For Minotaur racial traits, I've got Going Rush that you can read right there. We've got Hammering Horns. You remember what the Minotaur has, right?
Yeah.
And then Imposing Presence. Then again, the Artificer, the last 3 campaigns, you can definitely go and check out for all those. The Eldritch Fighter Superior Technique, we got Spellcasting. Weapon Bond, which Hunter and I both love now. Fighting Style, I have a Fighting Style which grants me a feature which is Superior Technique. I learn 1 maneuver of my choice from among those available to the Battle Master archetype. If a maneuver you choose or you use requires your target to make a saving throw to resist the maneuver's effects, the saving throw DC equals 8 plus your proficiency plus my strength or dexterity modifier, my choice. I gain 1 superiority die, which is a d6. This die is added to any superiority dice you have from another source. This die is used to fuel your maneuvers. So basically, if I use a maneuver, then I have to use a long rest to get them back, you know?
Yeah.
Then I've got Second Wind, you remember that?
Yeah.
Action Surge, you remember that?
Yeah.
Martial Archetype, so you choose an archetype that you strive to emulate in your combat styles, and techniques, it grants you a feature at 3, 7, 10, 15, and 18 for level. Then I've got an extra attack. You get 2 attacks instead of 1 whenever I make an attack on my turn, you know? Then my background is Criminal Contact.
Such high spirits. The whole world was.
I guess that didn't change, but we'll take criminal contact anyway. That'll work.
Huh?
Nothing. It's all good.
What did you say about
And then
contact?
What year was that?
that's my background feature.
Oh, so they're
And then my companion is... Oh, I also have 2 infusions like usual, you know? So I can infuse regular things with magic to make it magical.
I forgot to do my companion.
Alright, so...
With the warlock, I get an undead companion.
Alright, you find that. So my companion is Efriti.
So I have to look up undead, right?
Yeah. No, not... Just filter it and go undead. And then filter it. Click the lines
What lines?
on the top.
There's no lines on the top. Oh.
she's pregnant.
And then click all and click undead and then filter. Yep.
She's always been stacked. Yeah, she takes after me.
Then I have, for my artificer infusions, for my weapons, I've got magic. I've got armor of magical strength, which gives me whenever I have to make a strength check or saving throw, I can exceed 1 charge to add a bonus to the roll, which is my intelligence modifier. As can also, if a creature is knocked prone, if I'm knocked prone, I can use a charge to not be knocked prone. And I have I gain 1d6 charges daily at dawn, and I have 6 charges to start. Huh.
Is there a limit on what I can take as a companion?
Clearly, yes, there's a limit.
What are the limits?
Depends on what you want.
So just ask you.
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you finish
Then for
that.
my fighter optional features, I've got martial versatility like I told you. My weapons are Sniper of Faith, Trident of Purity, Quarterstaff of Hell, and then my regular crossbow heavy that came with my bag. Then for my cantrips, I've got Acid Splash, Create Bonfire,
I like her, but I just don't see her as
Dancing Lights, because that's awesome,
You're too old.
Firebolt,
She's not gonna be your stepmother.
Green Flame Blade, Light,
well ahead of the game here. They just be going out
Magic
for 2
Stone,
weeks still.
Poison Spray,
And if you ask, he's
Thunderclap.
introduced me to anyone before, so this could be
For level 1 spells, I've got Absorb Elements,
I like her.
Cure Wounds,
She just
Detect Magic,
makes me uncomfortable
Heroism,
for some reason.
Maybe it's her
Shield,
breasts. They're huge.
and Tasha's Caustic Brew, because I fucking love that one. Level 2, I've got Aid, Arcane Lock, because I can break into anything and lock anything with magic, Branding Smite, and Warding Bond. Hold on, Hef. I started with 410 gold,
Well, not your breasts.
and that's me.
Okay, can I take a vampire warrior?
Yes, you can take a Vampire Warrior.
I also forgot to mention I started with
And my companion is Efriti.
238
Efriti.
gold.
Hate that you've noticed.
I took an Efriti.
Hey, I have a question.
She's hot.
Yes,
Should I
senor.
sell my disguise
She's
kit?
always been hot. Now she's hot.
Like you let me sell the armor?
She's nursing.
If you
I don't care what
want.
she's
How much do I get for a disguise kit? Because I can cast disguise self.
You have to search up how much it is and then
Talking about her like that.
take
She's
off
the
half
type
of it.
Go home. Just go home. What'd I do? Don't hate me.
Alright,
because I'm
chat.
sexually active.
So this
Well, maybe
campaign
two
I will
sexy girls
discuss
like
when we come back after High Times figures this out, chat.
Do it.
And I can hear everything.
Alright, so
Not
this
listening to his
campaign
voice, but, each
is going to be a
one
hella interesting
we
campaign.
should just move in together.
This campaign is based off of the Vikings campaign.
Oh no.
We are playing a Vikings campaign.
Not as smart as a mother.
So we are a hardy Viking settlement in the Aarakocra Islands here, where the Aarakocra Kingdom lies. We have our own village
I'm going
set
over to
up
see
here,
Joe
our own
and
kingdom
I'll
there,
be
you know?
Ruben's here. Again.
We got our own king that rules, decides where we raid, what we do,
Your father.
everything basically, you know?
Place, then you got your mother back
And
together
basically,
with your father, and now neither of
we,
us
like
are
everybody else
They
that's
decide
decided to
move
live here,
together, maybe that
have
will
become
save your
Vikings
father,
and want to
goes
raid
up,
for
and
riches.
then we can be alone
And do we
again.
split
Okay,
the
for
riches?
one, I doubt they'd
Nope.
let you do that. And two,
All the riches go to the
once real estate
king, and
market
we
goes
each get
up
to
by
pick
another
one
dollar
thing out of the
tonight,
raid.
It's not gonna do me much good.
Oh, hold on. I have another call. Hang on.
Just like in Vikings. And then when we die, or we gotta bury part of our treasure in the ground, so when we die, we can be buried with our
Jack and
treasure.
I are having sex for the first
I don't, I
time
never
under
understood that,
Hollywood rain.
burying the gold so you can spend it when you're dead.
No, I mean
I know it's a
tonight.
pagan thing, I never
I
understood
can
it myself.
sign it if you would like.
No, I already know.
Half, can I?
No, I know it, I just don't understand why.
Don't do it.
Alright.
Like, I know why, clearly, because watch so much, but I don't particularly understand why people would do it.
Oh, yeah.
Back then I do, but nowadays I don't, you know?
You're not ready
But yeah.
to have sex.
Yes, I am.
So basically,
And
the gist of this
and he's also
is
getting
to endlessly raid,
We're ready.
No.
survive, don't die in the
You are
winter,
not ready. You're prepared.
and then don't get kicked out of our village as well if we don't want to be hobos.
You're not mentally or emotionally ready for this.
Yes, I am. I've been praying
Well,
about
that's
it
if
for
you
a
don't
long
die.
time,
Yeah.
and I know in my heart that's perfectly okay.
Well, I'm excited.
And then if we decide to just travel, then I guess we just miss out on raids because we end up doing our own thing,
Why
you know?
shouldn't I have sex?
That's the
Because
only
I-
downside. If we do
if you
travel,
do,
we miss out on the raids and stuff because of the king
I'm
stuff.
not happy
Let's
for
get
you.
into this. Oh, yes, we have to.
Thanks for being my
You
friend.
excited for this one now,
I
Hef?
am your friend.
Alright, if you want to see episode 1, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post bell noties. We'll see you on episode 1, chat.
Peace out.
Welcome to Valhalla. Peace out.